Alright guys, so I want to talk about this subject, right, about fighting games. And what I mean by fighting games, I mean competitive fighting games where it's got multiplayer, you know, you got people playing, they can fight, right, against people, against friends, against whoever they want, right. And I played a lot of fighting games over my case of, you know, well, I'm saying like my years of experience in fighting games, right? And I want to talk about how there's plenty of ways that you can fix a fighting game, right? Plenty of ways. But most developers don't bother their arse with it. Now here's what I'm talking about, right? So, in my terms of what ruins a fighting game, right, it's not the people, okay? The people don't ruin the fighting game. Now that's my opinion, right? That is my opinion. That's my general opinion on it. Because I'm sure someone can clearly go, well, you know, this guy keeps talking shit and he keeps talking shit. He's cancerous. He's a troll. He ruined my experience of the fighting game. Fuck him. Now, I don't think that ruins your fighting game experience, right? I can understand that it can make you angry. It can make you really mad and pissed off, right? I can completely understand that. However, if you give up, right, because you got beat by a guy that knew what he was doing, right, he had experience, he knew exactly how to play the game, he knew all the combos, every single thing, and he beat you, right, and you gave up and said, well, fuck this, the game's ruined, that's it for me, I'm never playing this shit again, right, that's honestly on you, right. Because what you should be doing is you should be learning how to play the game, getting back at that guy once you're good enough, and you come back to him, you say, you know what, I'm going to fuck you up right now, and then you'll fight him, beat him up, and that'll be it. You've literally won. And that's you. Your game's no longer ruined. You've learned what to do. You know how to do it. And you can say, well, I don't have the time for that or some shit. You could look up combos online. You could look up how to do it if you wanted to. That's a boring way to do it. But if you truly gave a fuck enough, you'd do it to get revenge. Now, what else could ruin a fighting game? Connection. Now, connection never ruins a fighting game, because you could see the bars. The only time that it does ruin a fighting game is if the game is not built correctly. Like Injustice 1, that had a huge problem, where if you were searching for a game and let's say you got a guy that has terrible connection, you would instantly get put into that match and you wouldn't be allowed to back out. And if you tried to close the application or anything like that, you would literally have a fucking disconnect on your record. Now, another thing that could ruin a fighting game is, let's say, characters. I mean, like if you got a game because you were expecting, oh man, it's gonna have these characters, man, it's what I wanted, and it didn't have those characters, that could ruin your experience, right? That's totally fine. That's the issue with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite right now, that people are all talking about, how it doesn't have these characters, so it's not worth buying, essentially. That's kind of the whole deal. Now, from what I've heard, the gameplay is great, that's fine, right? Doesn't have those characters and people are upset about it. That's my point. To me, what ruins a fighting game, though, is rage quits. I believe rage quits is the absolute worst thing that you can do as a person. Like, if you do that, well, as a person, Oh, yeah, it's the worst thing you could do as as a competitive player or just a player in general, right? And you rage quit during a game, right? And you're like, well, I'm not gonna get my points lost, even though I lost the match, right? Screw that guy. I'm disconnecting. Fuck him. Right? I'm gonna keep my points and go on. And that's the issue. Yeah. When you rage quit a game, you have fucked the experience up. You have fucked that person's enjoyment up because they were beating you and you got pissed, or just didn't want to lose your points. You fucked over them, and that's to do with the player. But here's the thing, and this is what makes me quite upset about the entire fighting game genre. Games, 95% of the time, do not punish you for rage quitting. All those Naruto games, they don't punish you for rage quitting. What they do is, they say, oh, you know, you've got one disconnect, so we're going to put one on your record to show that you've disconnected. Now here's the thing. That will show on your record that you're disconnected, and smart people will not fight you. Smart people will never fight you. However, dumbasses will fight you, and they'll lose, but they won't rage quit because they're like, well, you know, it's fair enough. And that's kind of the point. But this is the thing that the developers could do about plenty of fighting games, that they just don't bother fucking doing it. They just don't. I don't know why. And in Raging Blast 1, which is my favourite fighting game of all time, right? In that game, when you rage quit, it just says person left, ending match. Now, Raging Blast 2, I don't like Raging Blast 2. I never liked Raging Blast 2. However, there is one thing I did like about it, is that when you rage quit the game, you lose points. You will lose those points, and that other person will get points, and you will go up in rank. Right? That's if you rage quit, which is an amazing feature. And that is my last recollection of it ever happening. I don't believe, like, I've not seen any game in recent time that's actually punished rage quitters. All I'm saying, yeah, if you're going to rage quit, go look at yourself in the mirror. Look at yourself really, really seriously. And then call yourself an arsehole. Right? That's only if you're a rage quitter. That is only if you're a rage quitter. If you're not a rage quitter, I'm not a rage quitter. I have rage quit in my life, however, on the Naruto games, I never rage quit. Not ever fucking once. And my record shows that I haven't. Point is, just don't rage quit. Just don't. There's no point to it. All you're doing is showing how much of a fanny you are. You're an absolute fanny for rage quitting. Stop spoiling the experience for people. That's all I have to say for this video. Right? That's my general belief that rage quitting is what ruins fighting games. For the community, for the players, everything. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Yeah.